Josh, what are your thoughts about the rest of the guys in that room? Especially the young ones, a couple of really young ones. Start with you on Saturday night. How ready are those guys?
I think they're completely ready. Gavin Blackwell has stepped up all camp. Kobe Pace has also stepped up in camp a lot and done very well. And then J.J. Jones out there on the left, he's doing great. So I expect them to make plays Saturday and make plays throughout the year. They just need to wait their turn.
We talked to Coach Longway yesterday, and he said that while there are not a lot of numbers in that room, he thinks that there's more depth in the room because the other guys are a lot more ready than they were a year ago. Pretty much everybody at scholarship can run out there and play the game.
Yeah, I definitely say that. I mean, just mention those three guys. And you can throw in Andre Green as well. He's really a really young talent that's different. He's just a young cat, but he's very good, and he'll make plays Saturday. Justin Wilson also is a veteran and can come in there and make plays anytime. And then Bryson Nesbitt, the line up out wide, line up in the slot. So you throw him in there too. We got a pretty good group.
What was your reaction to hearing Drake Maye be named starter?
I knew either one of them can get the job done. So when Drake got the starting job, I was happy for him, of course. I was just telling him, let's rock. And I'm happy to see him out there. Excited to see what he's going to do Saturday.
How'd you find out?
I just seen the media, I guess. That's what I'll say.
Is there Coach kind of talks about the decision would almost be made for them. He kind of felt like that didn't ultimately happen. They had to make that break the tie themselves. But did you feel like you knew? Did you have a feeling?
I could say maybe a little bit I had a feeling that it was going to be Drake. Drake was making some really, really good plays last few days of camp. But yeah, Jacoby was making great plays as well. So it was a great competition. Drake got on top. So I'm excited to see him play Saturday. Jacoby should still get some reps himself to get out there and play. So I'm excited to see what he does too.
What do you think maybe broke the tie?
I don't know. Like I said, Drake was just making really, really good plays a few days in a row, standing out. So I think that might have been a difference, but I'm not really sure. Coaches make decisions, not the players.
The past 3 seasons, it's kind of been Sam Howell's offense. How do you feel like now, with ushering in a new era, how do you feel like this offense is going to be defined?
I think we're still going to be really explosive. Coach said, we got young talent at receiver, and we got young talent at running back, and our tight end room is really good. So I think we'll be very explosive, and I think that we'll make a lot of plays still, and Drake Maye back there, or Jacoby when he comes in. Either one of them back there is going to be able to sling the rock. So I'm excited to see what we bring to the table this season.
Josh, do you remember when Drake started looking like a QB1 to you?
When he came here his freshman year, I know he had incredible talent. He played with my cousin in high school, Jordan Bly, Dre's son, and I knew he was really good then because Jordan told me he was really good. So I wasn't really worried about who the quarterback would be this year. I knew either him or Jacoby would come in and play well. So I was just ready to see who they picked.
Is there any sense of relief at all that is over with that now that you guys know where your starting quarterback is going to be? Is there any sense of relief at all?
Definitely, that comes with a little relief that you're not worried about every day. Everybody asks you who's the quarterback, who's this, who's that, and then even the players on the team wondering, defensive guys asking us who's going to start and this and that every day. So just knowing who's going to be the QB out there, and then getting kind of a rhythm with him every day, and just knowing okay, he's going to be the guy on Saturday. I feel like it definitely is a relief because going into Saturday, if you didn't know who the QB was, I feel like you'd just be I don't know who I'm going to be able, what rhythm I'm going to feel Saturday, and you wouldn't be able to tell. So.
How does that change your mentality now that you, especially the numbers that you put up last year? How does that change your mentality with you trying to get that rhythm with Drake now that he is the starter?
It doesn't really change much. Drake's a gamer, he's a baller, and I know he's going to go to work. So really just getting different types of chemistry down with him, things that you can't teach. That's pretty much it. Just knowing with me and him on the same page, me and Sam at a lot of times we be on the same page with stuff that you just didn't teach. So just things like that, getting those down, getting ready for Saturday. Those type of moments come out in games more than anything. So we'll see Saturday.
Last year, Virginia Tech, it's they don't even play the bowl game a lot, but that was kind of a big moment for you. You had a big touchdown in that game. How do you compare the way you felt then to the way you feel before this opener?
I feel like last year was more of it was my rookie year last year. I was kind of just stepping into a new role, and I was kind of eager to see how I was going to play. This year, I feel like I'm more of a veteran, and I kind of know what to expect going out there, and but I'm also excited to play the first game of the season. So I mean, I'm a little anxious to get out there and play myself. So I got a different mindset going into this year.
I would imagine you've been paired against Dante Balfour quite a bit the last month. How have you seen him grow to the point where he's going to start this event?
Dante has definitely grown over the last year and a half, 2 years in that room, and he's definitely developed himself as a starter. What he is now, he's gotten stronger, he's gotten smarter, and he's gotten faster. So I definitely can see Dante making a lot of good plays out there. And then him and Storm Duck will probably split time, and Tony as well. So all them guys, I trust any of them on the field at any time. So Dante's definitely made some huge strides in his game.
Josh, you talk about having a different mindset. I mean, the numbers you put up last year were historic, just monster numbers. Do you have to try to leave those back there in last year? Or, like, you try to use them as 101 catches? Yeah, you try to use those as a goal for this year. Like, how do you view what you did last year and apply it to this year?
I feel like more so like I don't look at the numbers last year. I don't want to get into stat chasing, looking at, let me just get this record or that record. I just try to make plays for my team. I'm not really worried about me breaking catch record, yard record, touchdown record, because if I'm balling at the end of the day, those will come. So not really worried about that. I just want to win more games than we did last year, be a better team overall, and help my team in different areas than I did last year.
Can you give us a quick scouting report on Gavin and Kobe and JJ? We've seen them a little bit, but I mean, I don't know if we saw Gavin much at all last year.
You want to know what each of their attributes are?
Yeah, like one line about each that makes them stand out.
Gavin he's a slim. He's kind of like a Jameson Williams speed type of guy. He's fast. He can take the top off and he can run good routes. Kobe Kobe can do the same. I would say Kobe's a really good route runner. He got good stick movements, good stick left and right, and he has great hands. And JJ he's a bigger guy, but he can also move. He can take the top off, and then he can get real physical with you. So they all have different categories with each other. One of them, but they all very good.
And Kobe's line up in the slot a little bit too.
Yeah, we all interchange. Me and Kobe are the main ones in the slot, and Bryson Nesbitt comes in the slot too.
Okay.
And then Kobe lines up outside, so I line up outside too. So.
Thanks.
How much of a role have you had in, we've talked a lot this offseason about you lining up in different spots, being used in different ways. Like, how much have you tried to lobby Coach Longo, Mac, for stuff like that, like move me here, move me there? Are those conversations you try to have with those guys?
I feel like a little bit, yes, but also I feel like just with the season I had last year, just being in the slot all game is not going to work, just because certain teams would definitely be able to take me out if I just sit in the slot all game. So they definitely realize that themselves, and then we have other guys that can make plays in the slot too. So it's not just me, and I feel like we can move everybody around, make defenses have to guard different people in different scenarios, and we have depth this year, and I really trust those guys. They're a little young, but they know how to play football, so they should come in and make plays.
So the stat you're chasing is W's.
Yes, for sure.
Well, that's good. All right, thanks, Josh.